but I'll hand you the link again. Or do you want to practice on your own? Just go to youtube.com/Kelly Lunt.
Okay, let me see. Let's get out of that, out of that.
I think we're live. Let me see. Are we? Oh, I think we are.
Oh, okay. Here we are just talking around. Okay, let me go back to the live.
Let me see.
I'm in the chat, so give me.
Hey, we are live. People are here. What's up, Gucci? Gucci the Goats. She's Bobbie. She's a regular.
All right.
We got C. Dylan, Roque, Catherine Campbell, another regular. Seema, a new regular. What's up? How are you? Natalie Hughes, another regular. Maria HS. I remember seeing your name a few times before. Thunderlicious. What a cool name. Crystal Lily Fuentes. That's another regular. Gucci to Goat, you're deaf live. Yeah. Sometimes you can't tell when you do this. Yo, true to thyself. How are you? Do you guys? I'm doing well. Oh, everyone who joined my membership program. My assistant needed a little time off this week, and I'm also in the process of editing a lot of content. So I'm going to give you guys an extra bonus for everyone who's already signed up. I'm going to give you guys your second month for $1 too. So if you've already signed up, I'm giving you, don't you live in Chattanooga? Gucci, I love you. So I have an apartment in Chattanooga. I haven't been in Chattanooga for like 2.5 months now, and I'm going to be in Colorado for like another month. And then I'm going to go back to California, and then I'm going to go to Maine.
Give me the link. I tried to get on the link on the internet. Give me the link so I can see the chat, please.
I'm sending it in the chat in Zoom.
There we go.
Ooh, Seema's from Moscow. What's up? What time is it in Russia right now? IR. We got a newbie, Joseph Clark, a newbie. Welcome everyone who's new. So we're just getting a little settled in. We got started a little bit late, and then we're gonna go in for some free reads for everyone. Ooh, Spain is in the house. Janine, another regular. What's up? She's saying hi to both of us. Gucci, you're in Chattanooga this weekend? Wait, don't you live in like New York or something? You're gonna be in Chattanooga this weekend? How cool. What do you like to do, Gucci? Go to Renaissance Park. That park is beautiful. If you want a hamburger, they're actually every place is getting hamburgers there. Let me think. Oh, if you want pizza, go to Community Pie downtown. Oh, we got Scotland in the house. All right, I just thought, guys. All right, you want just want a little personal update from Kelly? I think the travel bug's hitting hard, and I think I want to start doing live workshops more. It's hitting hard. So for everyone, is Taylor in the house? Taylor. Chicago's in the house.
So we have people from all over the place, which is exciting for me because we just went down to AAA and got our books for our trip to Montana to go visit the brother-in-law for me, and planning to stop off at psychic shops along the way in, let's see, Portland, and I'm thinking Spokane, and there's some cities in between. Just kind of, I want to do a metaphysical psychic tour on the way to this little town in Montana. So any suggestions from anybody about places that are good up there in the, what is that? The Northwest? Or is that Northwest going to the middle country? So we're really excited for that.
Yeah, Northwest. Yeah, send her an email. Bobbie, what's your email? Send her an email if you know a store that she should go to.
BOBBIEG22@yahoo.com.
I love it. And for those of you who, and we'll start really soon, guys. Oh, we got Pacific Northwest. Okay, saying, oh, we got UK in the house. We got Indiana. IR, I see that. Guys, for those of you who are wondering, I'm starting a membership club, and I have 2 levels. I got the do-it-yourself, a gal or a guy, got you covered. The interactive gal or guy, I've got you covered. There's going to be fresh content. By the time June hits, I'm going to have 100 hours of content up there for you guys just to go in there and deep dive, explore at your own pace and time, especially for you do-it-yourselfers. And I'm going to update content weekly on there. There's going to be content updated from people who join the membership. You have an area where you could submit questions, which will guide videos I make. Some will be exclusive for the group. Some will be the videos that I make for YouTube. So you guys really get to kind of guide the leading edge of creation of this community that we're building. And you get to ask questions. You get recordings from some of my one-on-one clients, some of my group clients. You will get access. The first 50 who sign up, I'm giving you access to my $300 6 weeks to master law of attraction course. People have gone from Sahara Desert and dating to living with their Italian stallion, all toxic work relationships to finding her like dream job where she's treated pretty much like a princess and getting the higher end of fair market value. You guys will also sorry, Bobbie, what?
Oh, I thought you were done. I was going to jump in and say, for me, if you want a deep dive, little slower pace and more in depth, my private readings. I have availabilities on Thursdays and Fridays, the next couple of weeks probably, to work with people. And if you can't do it on Thursday or Friday, email me and I will see what else I could fit you into.
Okay, I'll put your link in there too. So the interactive people from my club, you guys also get a once a month live workshop. If you enter early bird, you get the $99 one for $1 for the first month. And for everyone who joins this month, I'm going to give you the dollar access for 2 months, just because I thought by now I'd have more content in there for you guys. Right now there's about 20 hours. I'm getting to 100 before I'm charging full price. So there's that. And like Bobbie said, if you would like, let me get that link for her.
Yeah, I really like to help I like to help people grow. I like to help guide you into the best questions and the best answers to help you navigate your life so that you can do it with ease and grace. It doesn't have to be a struggle, my friends. There's a lot of information out there, a lot of stuff I've been through and Kelly's been through. We've kind of paved the way to show you an easier path to get to where you want to go, so it's not quite so much struggle. As my husband says, why reinvent the wheel when there's already one there? So if you're looking for some more personal, individual attention, I'm available. Because I like doing the small individual stuff. When I do get going with the YouTube, I want to kind of create what I did with Blog Talk Radio, where we had a community of people who helped each other and that came to the Gregory for wisdom and guidance. I like that intimate, connecty stuff that fills me up. And I see the results of the work that happens as people grow and expand and become so much more. There's two ladies in our group here at home where they came in, they were quiet, they were shy. One lady has over 10,000 followers on Facebook that she does daily posts, and another lady is teaching shaman classes. And when they came into our groups, they didn't know what they wanted to do or what they wanted to be. And it was really small. And now watching them blossom, oh my God, that's beautiful. I love it.
Bobbie's really good at that. All right, y'all. I'm going to kick it off with a general message. Bobbie, interrupt at all. I know I speak very directly and dominantly. Interrupt at all if you want to do something other than what I say. I'm going to kick it off with a group message, and then IR. I'm going to do a read for you too. So start typing your question and get it ready. I'm glad you like the Pisces reading, Shanna. So everyone just kind of close your eyes. Getting in the present moment. Bringing your attention, your awareness back into the room that you are. You are safe and aware right here, right now. Can you acknowledge that? Right here, right now, you are safe and aware. Breathe in. Breathing out. Oh, there we go. Breathing in. Breathing out. So many of you are so close to getting what you want. We're going to break it down a bit. The journey of getting ready, to be getting ready, to be getting ready, to be getting ready. I want $1 million. I want a husband. I want this fancy car. And this is where you're at. Make peace with where you're at And know that this journey of getting ready, this 99% is personal, emotional growth. $1 million doesn't just fall into your lap. Because if we were to say, give you the lotto, say, make $1 million fall into your lap, if you don't become the person that has $1 million, the person who knows how to hold on to it, the person who knows how to spend it in ways that delight you. That's why a lot of lotto winners within it, that we think the average is about within 2 years, they're back to their standard of living before they won. They don't know how to invest. They don't know how to budget. They don't know how to spend only when it brings enlightenment to you, joy to you. We're going to give you an example. Kelly, in her earlier days of starting her business, when her business started taking off, she started earning more money. In the beginning days, she had a lot of friends. You scratch my back, I'll scratch your back. I had a really good month, Kelly, I'll pay. I had a really good month, so-and-so, I'll pay. Kelly's business started going like this. And Kelly realized after a couple months, she's like, wait, I'm still paycheck to paycheck because I'm paying for her and equalizing it. This is where a lot of you are going to have to do actions that you never thought you would do. Kelly had to take a hard look. Do I value this one friendship, or do I value paying my debt down? Do I value this one friendship, or do I value my savings? Do I value this one friendship, living here in Chattanooga forever? You heard her mention earlier that she travels. Or do I value traveling? Oh, she felt evil at the time. Hey, so-and-so, I love you. I'm just going through a bit of a change, and I still want to hang out with you. I want to keep as close as we are. We just can't do it so it's going out all the time. I need to start saving money. I need to start, I did this to travel. I did this because I want to help the whole wide world, not just Chattanooga, who never gets me virtually. I want to get out there and travel. Can we start cooking at home? I'll even buy the groceries. The friend had such a belief system of you scratch my back, I scratch your back. You're talking hogwash, Kelly. I was like, hey, no, I'm actually serious. Over the course of 2 months, hey, let's eat in. Hey, let's eat in. Hey, if we're going out to eat, I'm not paying. The friend was extremely pissed, even though Kelly told her numerous times, hey, next time I won't be able to pay. Hey, I just want to remind you, if we're going out to eat, you got to be comfortable picking up your own tab. Kelly wouldn't be traveling. Kelly would not have done her live show in LA that many of you loved. You got to be willing to take a hard look. What do I value? Because for many of you who want money, as soon as we give you money, you're, oh, here you go. It's okay. I don't need. How can you get that savings? How can you pay that debt down if when we give you money, you don't hold on to it? The journey of getting ready, to be getting ready, to be getting ready, to be getting ready. We'll equate it for love now for many of you. I want a husband, yet when we give you a date, you automatically have a mindset of they're attacking me. How are they trying to use me? Oh, what craziness is he coming up with later? Or many of you can't even express your needs and your wants. How do you expect to be in a happy, fulfilled marriage if you can't say, babe, I'd love to go to the park today? You have to sometimes become a new person. Manifesting isn't a prayer, hope, think of thoughts, something good is going to fall into my lap. It's okay, so this is where I'm at. Kelly had to take a hard look at herself. So this is where I'm at. Whenever I earn money, I give it away to everyone else. Well, that's a far cry from someone who's traveling the world, from someone who is buying her dream home. She started her affirmation work every day. It's okay to spend money in ways that make me feel good. It's okay to allow others to pay for themselves. It's okay for me to say no to others. It's okay for me to only spend money in ways that feel good to me. I now allow myself to hold on to money longer. I now allow myself to receive larger amounts of money than I've ever received before. She did that affirmation where I allow myself to spend money in ways that lift me up and bring me joy instead of out of obligation. Paying out of obligation or because I have to or because it proves something about me, that's the old that's leaving. That's what's leaving my vibration. The new that's coming in is the me that knows how to hold on to money longer, that knows how to say yes to me, that knows how to building like a savings, just say 10,000. It's okay for me to value that and act as if that's my zero for the rest of the world. We hope you guys heard that. It's not, okay, here's $20, you need it. It's, I have 10,000 and then I can share. Go through, how do you value money? What do you value? We're not talking about goals. We're not talking about achievements. What do you value? I value travel. Do you really value travel? If every money that could go to travel, you're spending on an online game, you're spending on helping a boyfriend because he's hitting a hard spot, you're spending on yada, 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 yada. Do you really value travel? Because where you spend your money, where you spend your time is what you're actually saying you value. You cannot, universe, I want travel. And every time we give you money or someone who says, do you want to come here? Oh, I couldn't afford that. Oh, here's $20 for you, so-and-so. Kelly, in her early days, she would just always $1 on this online game. And she finally took a look at her finances and went, oh my God, that was like $200 over 2 months. That's a ticket to California. That's half a ticket to Costa Rica. It's not be blind to my actions, but keep praying and hoping and thinking good thoughts, and the universe will deliver. The journey of getting ready to be getting ready to be getting ready. Wake up. Take a look at yourself. You say you want this. What energetic vibrational work are you doing to get there? I allow myself to receive larger amounts of money than I've ever received before. She would time it. She would say that affirmation. I'm getting used to receiving larger amounts of money before. I'm allowing larger amounts of money to come in more than ever before. I'm allowing myself to receive bigger amounts than I could even imagine. I'm allowing my cells in my body, the DNA in my body, my lungs, eyes, the way I see the world, the way I interact with the world, to just naturally adjust to allow larger amounts of money into my life. The energetic work first, coupled with the action that supports that energy work. You have to do both. Action with no energy work is when you beat your head on a wall, is when you start to feel bad. I'm trying so hard, the universe just isn't helping me. I'm working so hard. It's just energy first and then action. The next time Kelly went out to lunch, it was she walked up, ordered hers, swiped her card, and sat down. She felt a little wobbly, a little new. Hand exercise. Clasp your hands. Which hand is on top? For Kelly, it's her left. Unclasp, put the other one on top. How does it feel? It feels a little weird. It feels a little awkward. Some will feel it a lot, some will feel it a little bit. Sometimes when you have momentum, Kelly had 32 years of momentum of every time she had money, she would give it away to someone else. It felt awkward the first time she went up there, swiped her card, and sat back down. And she was, oh, was my friend going to think I'm evil? Oh, was my friend going to this? Is my friend going to that? The friend sat back down, was a little like, oh, I'm used to her pain. But no harm came to her. No harm came to her. No harm will come to you. Kelly then realized, oh, I get it. If I value travel, if I value XYZ in my life, any friends I have in my life will also value that for me and not expect me to sacrifice that for them. Some friends will vibe out. You will lose some friends. New friends will come in. Some friends will adjust and grow with you. Because many of you here today have this, but this can never happen for someone like me. I want travel, but I can never afford that. I want the nicer shoes, the comfortable shoes, but money like that doesn't come to someone like me. I want a man who does XYZ, who plans dates, who does this, but good men like that don't exist. It's those secondary thoughts that you have to take the time to become aware that you're doing them and then actively do something about it to change it. I'm allowing myself to become the woman who allows men to treat. I'm allowing myself to feel better about being treated while out on a date. I'm allowing myself to enjoy men in a whole new way. I'm allowing myself to interact with men in a whole new way. I'm allowing myself to feel more comfortable on dates. I'm allowing myself to rest and relax and allow him to suggest something. I'm allowing myself to begin to allow myself to be treated differently while on dates. The energy work is vital, coupled with action that supports it. And he is saying with that, IR, what is the question? Well, look at all these comments. Wow, that was a long general. Whoa, that was pretty good, though.
Kelly, you go, girl.
Oh, that was good. I should edit that and just make that little video. That was a good one explaining the journey of getting ready.
Yes.
Where's IR? Oh, you like the general. Thank you. ALT song. That's another regular. Yo, Lori. Chattanooga's in the house. Chattanooga's representing.
Hi, Lori.
Natalie liked that too. Oh, wow. Hey, people like the general message. Oh, someone just
It was a great message.
Welcome to High Vibe Club now. Yeah, that was pretty good. IR, how's the situation between me and my husband and the third party? Okay, whoa. Whew. I'm so curious what Spirit's going to say about this. Okay. IR, Spirit, you said it. All right, IR for you. That general message very much applied. Are you going to allow yourself to become the woman who says no? Are you going to allow yourself to become the woman who allows herself to define her value system, who allows herself to define, this is what I like? Right now, there's a little bit of giving your power away. It's not so much a victim story. It's so much giving your power away. Hey, babe, I prefer XYZ. And not only this goes to a lot of people in this room right now. You tell someone, hey, I prefer XYZ. And you expect and assume, if I'm a worthy person, if I'm a good person, they will do what I requested. And when they don't do what you requested, it's, I must be doing something wrong. There must be something wrong with me. It must mean I have no self-worth if he doesn't do this. No. The other person is just expressing their values in life, and it clashes with yours. Are you going to sacrifice yours and choose to stay with them? Are you going to go, what kind of behavior is that BS? That's BS. This is what I expect. Can you do that? Yes or no? Is that something that you want? Yes or no? From there, whatever they say, do their words and their actions match up? Yes or no? He's asking, what are your thoughts on that, IR? Hey, Cheryl. What's up, Cheryl? Ah, Kongi. Mwah. Mwah. I love you guys. Wow, people really like that general. All right, I'm gonna come on and I'm gonna start doing dailies on here. My high vibers, I have actually not taken any more one-on-one clients because these next 2 weeks I'm purely focusing on putting so much content in there for you guys. And for those of you who joined, don't forget, Bobbie, I swear I'm gonna shut up in like 5 minutes after IR so you can get a breath in. Oh, I'm so sorry, IR. Tell me a little bit more about what you think about the message though so far. Team Virgo's in the house. Hey, thanks for all the super chats, guys. I don't know if we're gonna, I think we're gonna do, Bobbie, we're gonna do free reads, or we're gonna do $20 reads, or we're gonna do super chat reads.
I'm along for the ride, sweetie pie. You tell me what we're doing. You are the master.
Okay, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep the first hour free, and then we'll see our energy levels, and then we might do paid and super chat ones. I'm still waiting for you. Hey, Nuko. Are there just 3 questions? Because I want to know what my formal close friends.
I just want to say for IR, the picture that came up before Kelly started to read, when I was tapping into what's going on, is there's this triangle and there's this barbed wire in between all of you. And it's not a healthy situation. It's not a situation that's going to allow you to grow the way you want to grow. And you have a son to take care of too. So it's really important that you be centering up and finding out what's your truth inside of you. You deserve to be loved by somebody who will appreciate and love you for who you are and will love you back. And we didn't get that picture going on with that triangle. And the hurt in your heart is profound, but trying to go back to what was or what you hoped was isn't leading you in the right direction. The direction you want to go in is to release the grief, go through the grief, release the pain, let go of it, know it's there, but open to the new possibilities. My darling, there's 9 billion people on the planet. If this one doesn't work out, there is somebody out there, somebody to love you the way you deserve to be loved, and to create a family for you and your son that's healthy and nurturing and supportive. And we didn't see that in the barbed wire, that picture that came up when you first asked.
IR. Oh, sorry, Bobbie.
I'm just going, I like to deliver happy messages, and that wasn't a happy message, but I have to get out of the way and let Gregory come through, because they really, I could feel their energy saying, this woman needs to love herself.
And for a lot of people who is my ex coming back? My ex is being like a little abusive, a little this or that, especially for people with codependent tendencies. You can oftentimes feel like you're the evil one. Is that dog too loud, Bobbie? Do I need to go?
I can hear it, but it's not bothering me.
Okay, let me say this one point, and then Bobbie will actually get a chance. Sometimes you can feel like you're the evil. Like, I'm a bad mother if I take away my father's son. I'm a bad wife if I give up on him. No. Will he come back? Okay, you guys are already separated. Wow, okay. Bob, I'm curious what you're going to say about this too. Like, yes, he will come back, but he is not coming back for the ultimate loving community. What's that word called? Unconditional loving relationship that you want. He's going to come in and out for the attention. I'm seeing that, I do see the other person in the picture. That person is going to get the dominant, attention. Oh, I'm so sorry, IR. Oh, this breaks my heart to tell this to you. I don't even use the word just it's not even distracted. I'm seeing that he's enjoying spending his time there, but there will be a little bit of, babe, I still think about you. A little bit of kind of keeping his back door option open. Ooh, and George is coming and saying, it never was. Bobbie said she normally likes giving happy messages. We do tend to come through with very uplifting messages. We want to kind of wake you up a bit. He never was. You never had that ultimate loving type of relationship that you wanted. It was always something like, oh, when he gets the job, things will get better. Oh, when he does XYZ, then it will get better. Oh, after we accomplish this goal, then it will get better. It never got better. It kept getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. Have you hit your wake up point where you're, hey, this isn't acceptable. I need to go to someone else, somewhere else where I get what I want. Don't put your self-worth in his pocket. Bobbie, I'm going to let you take over. I'm going to go move the dog.
So we're going to piggyback on what Kelly was saying. When you're asking if someone is coming back, the question is, what's in my highest and best interest? You're saying that you thought he was your one and only, and you built your life around him. My darling, you should always build your life around you, and then include people who are of a vibrational match for you. You need to be clear about what you want, and it's like two people going together, and you're doing your thing and they're doing their thing, and together you're more together than you are separate, but you're okay alone. When you build your life around somebody else as your all that is, if they go away, you're left with nothing. If you don't realize you are something to begin with. My darling, whether or not he comes back, it's not the question. It's whether or not it's in your highest and best interest to maintain this current relationship. Whether or not that's healthy for you and for your son. We would encourage you to look what's in your highest and best interest. And if he's part of that, you decide whether or not you would take him back, not whether or not he's coming back. When you're coming from that needy, I need him to live, he's got all the power and you've left yourself with nothing. That's not a good place to be. You don't want to have power over, but you want to be empowered for yourself. And for all of the different questions we're seeing here where people are saying, is he coming back? Can I find my true love? The first person you need to find your true love with is yourself. And then you find somebody to walk the path with you who validates you, who encourages you, who's a support for you, who's somebody you can work with, but you're loving and nurturing and taking care of yourself. This is so important. We cannot say it enough times. That's why we've said it several times right here. Yeah. So, okay, Kelly, that is the Gregory input.
Yeah, I'm not able to get him. I thought we'll be happy and grow as a family. It is sometimes very difficult to let go of that, especially. Yeah, I saw Niku and I saw Lily Fontes. Guys, okay, no super chats. Well, if you want to just super chat for like energy exchange and like giving, hey, I appreciate it. Bobbie, well, I guess I appreciate that one. We're gonna switch to paid after the hour. When I wrote that question of $4.99, what was your question? Who was the original person who did $4.99? Because the thing went away and I couldn't see it. Will he marry that girl? I'm not able to forget him.
I'm going to do a quick answer to Ava because I know what that's about. There is an acceptance that you made the appointment, but there is still more work that you're needing to do to modulate the energy. That's the best I can answer in this venue.
Nico, okay, you were just for support. Okay, thank you. I'm gonna go ahead and how should we do this? I always feel bad when people give super chats and I don't answer them. Don't send any more in, guys, unless it's just donation right now. I'm gonna go ahead and answer Lily's. IR, sending you love. I have a lot of videos on. Let me give you one of the video. I have 3 videos on like moving on from an ex. And you actually you know the video you need to watch? Why did I attract a narcissist? Let me link to these for you in here. Watch these. And those will help. I am picking up that you're going to need a couple, like come back next week. How did I think we're going live on Wednesday. And Bobbie, I might have to ask you to go live on Wednesday by yourself.
Well, then you're going to have to show me how on Monday.
There's one of these Wednesdays that I can't make it. Okay, so I linked. I'm just looking at the videos right now. Sorry, guys. Eventually, I'll get Annie on here. So any of you who are dating someone who is not giving, hey, Samantha's in the house. What's up? Homegirl, I always appreciate your support.
And IR, we cannot tell if he's going to marry that girl. Everything is up in the air. Go back to listen what Kelly has said and what the Gregory has said about you needing to focus on you. That's where your strength and your answers are. The more you focus on him and your belief that he is everything and that you will not survive without him, the more you're telling yourself that you don't have your own answers. You do, my darling. You need to find it from within, not from without.
Yeah, it really is about, I've been there. In time, you're going to get over it real quick. And I'll be like, why did I even date that guy? Okay, Lily Fontes, I'm going to go and answer your question, and then we're just going to go to general free for everyone. So, Lily, you were asking about your mother's-in-law health. Lily Fuentes, anything more that you want to ask about that? Wow, you guys are asking some really good questions in here. Words and advice for protection on today's full moon for our families. I have a video on dreams. I just haven't uploaded. And Lily Fontes, go ahead and retype your question in here so I could see it. Dreams always tell you your point of attraction. If you watch a war movie before going to bed, good chances you're going to have a war or a danger-filled dream. If you are dreaming about an ex coming back, that does not necessarily mean they're coming back. It means that you really want that person back. Dreams always indicate what your point of attraction is. So whatever it is, use it as a wake-up call. Oh, so that's where I'm at. Lily, her cancer is getting worse. Okay, Lily. Oh, Lily, you're not gonna like this message, Lily. Oh, Shoot. Lily, I'm going to answer that. I put the dog in my room. He was just whining so much. Like, sorry. It's all right. Family. End of life. End of life. Kelly was just having this discussion with her dad and with us. Her dad just looked at her and went, I don't fear death. I don't fear death. Her dad happened to have had a heart attack, so he did die. And what he said was, Kelly, death is so peaceful. It is so, I'm not afraid of death because it's just going to be, and then you hit peace right away. He was like, I was there. I was on the table in the doctor's hospital. I saw the doctors all around making a fuss, but things just got somewhat quiet for me. My breathing slowed. I got calm. Everything dimmed a little bit, and I felt peaceful. And then I heard my lungs breathing because there's so much activity and so much stuff that you're doing on a day-to-day basis. You don't even hear how loud your lungs are. And then the room went quiet and I just heard my body. Kelly, your heart is actually very loud. We just get so used to it that we naturally tune it out. Kind of like the hand movement we told you guys. If you switch the hands around, the other one's on top, after 2-3 minutes, it's like your new norm. You don't even feel it. You get adjusted to the sound of your heart. He went, when the room went quiet and I actually heard my heart, it's very loud. And it was actually kind of fun and fascinating to hear my body and feel it in a whole new ways. And then Kelly, and then that white light that they talk about, I began to see that. And I just had this moment where I was like, oh my God, I'm dying. Well, this is death. This is peaceful. And I'm going towards a white light. This is peaceful. And then my heart stopped, Kelly. And that's when I realized how extremely loud the heart is. Kelly, I didn't feel any pain. I didn't feel anything. I still had blood in a little bit, so I saw the doctors around making a rush and a panic, but I didn't feel anything. Beginning of life. Beginning of life. You need a man. You need a woman. You need her to be fertilized and that fertile stage of the month. There's only a certain time of the month where the eggs come out and they're fertile. Does it get the male component that it needs during that time frame? Does it attach to the uterus? Does it get caught in the fallopian tube? Does it grow appropriately? Are you getting the proper nutrition as you're growing? And that's when her dad went, Kelly, life, coming down to earth. Think about it. You're in there in the womb. There's so many things that could go wrong. So many things. 50, 60 years ago, look at the mortality rate, the stillbirth rate. Now look at it. It's so much better. It's hard to get down here in this physical body. And then your birth, when you're taken out, you're bigger and you have to squish down to fit through this canal. That doesn't feel good. Come on, Kelly. You wonder why babies cry? They were just squished or they're ripped out if it's a cesarean. And then you're taken out by a doctor who immediately cuts something off your stomach, turns you over and slaps you. That's painful, Kelly. Death is peaceful. Kelly's conversation with him, she was crying. She was in tears. She was having this, as she was listening, she had this, oh shit. Dad's talking about end of life. That means he knows something. That means he knows it's coming near. So she was tearing up for that reason. And then she asked him, she was having this epiphany, this awareness of, oh my God, I've been living in a lack-based reality for so long. I've been living my life and approaching it as a fear-based reality for so long. She's like, oh my God, every time I exercise, it's with the mindset of, I don't want to die young. I got to exercise so I'll live longer. She's like, I'm torturing myself every time I work out. You don't want to be that person who's a vegetable, so you better work out. She's like, my motivation is fear-based. And then she just looked at him and he was, oh, Kelly, I didn't mean to cry. She's like, no, Dad, it is because I recognize that this means that you're feeling something and, you might pass sometime soon, but it's also like, But dad, what if you haven't like done enough? What if you haven't done everything you're supposed to do? I think my biggest fear in life and why I'm pushing so hard in business and making it harder than it has to be is because I have this fear of what if I don't get big enough? I don't touch the lives of everyone I'm supposed to touch because I hit fear or something. And he went, no, 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 Kelly. If I'm supposed to go to China with you, then it's going to happen. If I'm supposed to do XYZ, then it's going to happen. By the time I die, it means I've done everything I was supposed to do. Because, Kelly, the doctors told me with all my 4 quadruple pass surgery, my triple bypass surgery, the 5 stents in my heart, this other surgery I had, the doctors told me, I'm not operating on your heart again. You're going to be lucky if you make it 2 years. It's been 4 years. My health is better. I didn't know why. I looked around my kids, you guys have outgrown me. There are moments when you come back on your business journey and I tell you something that gives you a mindset tweak that helps you enjoy it more. So I think right now my purpose is just to give you little informations from spirit that you, because you're wound up, you don't hear it. And if that's my purpose, like if you're going to need a message from me in 10 years, guess what, honey? They're keeping me around another 10 years. If I need to go travel somewhere, you're getting where we're going with this. A lot of you are hearing this. And that's when Kelly was just having this, oh my God, like, why am I putting this pressure on myself? Like, if people are supposed to be touched by my work, if people are supposed to be touched by Bobbie's work, then they're going to be touched by it. Everyone, a lot of you are getting where this is going. So, Lily, to bring this back down to you, are you going to view this as, this is miserable, this is horrible? Or are you going to view it as, let's have as much fun as possible while she's still here? Let's, you boys are fighting. That breaks my heart that you boys are, this is the expression we were talking about in the previous read. Well, it breaks my heart that you guys are fighting when it's just, we know her, there's a ticking clock here. I would love it if we could just get together and enjoy this time. Kelly's grandfather is 93. Kelly, a lot of you are going to think this is cold and crass. Kelly looked at her dad and went, this is a different conversation than the one we already shared with you. Dad, when grandpa dies, are you going to go back to California? He looked at her and went, of course I am. I'm not cold-hearted. She kind of heard, okay, he has a little judgment in there, a little belief system that if you don't go back, that means something about you. But Kelly just went, you know, Dad, I don't know if I am or not, because quite frankly, I don't like my aunt. Like, I don't like her at all. Why would I spend money to go see her? Why would I spend money to support her? I haven't felt supported from her ever. I don't know if I'm going back. Because Kelly, right then and there, this was a couple days after the conversation of death with her dad, Kelly went, that's why in college, when my grandparents could still walk around, they still had their mental clarity, they still had their physical bodies, I flew down 1 weekend a month at least, and we went and partied, we went here, we went there, we went here, we went there, and Kelly just realized, I'm at peace. I gave that relationship everything I had. It wasn't give efforting, it was, I enjoyed that, I milked that relationship for everything it was worth. When her grandma began talking about end of life with her, she just, you know, Grandma, I've actually, you know, I don't understand where you're coming from. I don't understand the place of life that you're at all, but I understand that that's where you're at. So I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos about end of life and how to make the most of it. And I watched this many videos, and here's like the 4 things that they talked about. What's your bucket list? Grandma, I don't have a lot of money right now, but I have time. What do you want to do? I'll do it with you. Oh, the grandma just woke up and started going on vacations every couple months, inviting her out. Kelly did a lot of the legwork, pushed her grandma up the hills in the wheelchair. Kelly went, well, what's your legacy? What do you want your legacy to be? Let's start working on that now so that you feel that you're continuing on even after you go. Are you going to milk the most out of the time you have with them? Are you going to, when you're with them, don't talk about end of life. No, you're living forever. Are you going to, yeah, it's I'm at a completely different stage of life, Grandma, but I hear where you're at. How can we enjoy this time together? What can make this more enjoyable for you? And what can be done to make it more peaceful for you to feel like, she's like, well, I just haven't traveled enough. I thought I was going to travel more after I retired. Grandma, let's go on some trips. Kelly, I can't walk. Grandma, I got arms and legs. I'll push you. I don't have the money to do it. I want to do it. They're asking, do you see that, Lily? Yeah, wow, Lily. Whew. God, I should like make that one a video too, an end of life one. We should do an end of life one, Bobbie.
You just
ATL. God, I almost even want to say the people who are saying, how to no longer allow my father did. Oh, hey, 555, go watch that Why Did I Attract a Narcissist video. That's definitely something I could help with. You should consider joining my mastermind 555. That's definitely not something you can do in a.
Yes, because it's not just your father. Yes, there is always an impact with a primary male figure, but there's other people in your life. There's other situations. But when you notice yourself creating a pattern, it's very good that you're looking at the pattern and that you're paying attention to, whoa, I keep attracting this. And notice how you attract it, at what point you say yes, and what is your behavior that's creating this attraction so that you can begin to self-correct. I remember when I was between my first husband and my second husband, there was this guy who I was really attracted to. He wasn't that attractive, but there was something about him. I just really, God, I really wanted to be with him. And I couldn't figure out what it was, but I've been working long and hard about making better choices. And I thought about it, and then it came to me. Oh, emotionally unavailable asshole. I know you. I've been with you more than once. And so I chose not to be with him because I could see the pattern. So if you're noticing a pattern, pay attention. That's good information. That's your internal guidance system, giving you the information about what you need to change and what you need to do differently so you can make a better choice. And pay attention and be willing to make a better choice. Notice the draw to somebody. When it's overwhelming, you want to really look at that overwhelming. People say, oh, but it's love. Sometimes it's love, and sometimes it's just an old pattern reasserting itself. And you have a brain. You can engage your brain as well as your heart in making decisions. And that would be a real wise one for you to do when you're looking at the pattern. So ask yourself who you've been attracting, how you've been attracting them, where you've been going to attract them, what you can do differently. You have some questions to ask here. And there's a wonderful book by Gangaji, I believe, is I Need Your Love, Is That True? Talking about getting clear on your own patterns being drawn to certain people that may not be the truth for you.
Who's it by, Bobbie?
I think it's Gangaji. Let me look for a second.
Byron Katie, I see.
Byron Katie, that's it.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
That's
yeah,
right.
Byron Katie.
George told me to ask to clarify. I just put
Thank you, George.
Yeah, I just put the link in the Amazon if you want her book. On the other side of that, law of attraction wise, guys, life is honestly, and coming from a very abusive childhood upbringing, there were lots of rapes. There was a gang rape. There was a family sexual assault. I have all the abuse in the world. Okay. Well, not all. I don't have war trauma or that. As I'm learning more, I realize like, oh, the trauma I face is just a little piece of the puzzle. It literally is as simple as this is what you're used to. This is the life. This is how people are treating you, how much money you're making. This is what you're used to. Are you willing to allow yourself to feel something a little bit different, a little awkward, a little scary for this to become your new norm? So on the law of attraction, moving towards the good, you want to say something like, as I'm releasing, because you got to do the cleanup work that Bobbie talked about 100%. You got to do the cleanup work. If you can couple it with just like 60 seconds of going towards what you do want, of I'm allowing myself to feel better about being me. I'm allowing myself to feel better about being me. I'm allowing myself to discover who I really am for the first time in a long time. I'm allowing myself right here, right now, to vibrationally reset, to allow in new types of relationships with men, with friends, with family. I'm allowing myself to feel better while in relationships. Just give yourself 60 seconds a day towards that. I'm ready to feel better about being around men. I'm ready to feel good about saying no. I'm ready for me to identify how I feel easier. I'm ready to feel better about expressing it easier to people. I'm ready to feel better about feeling better. I'm moving on the path of moving better. Meanwhile, coupled up with that cleanup work Bobbie talked about. Whew. What do you say, Bobbie? One more free read and then we could switch over to paid ones.
Okay.
Yeah. Or should we do me? Hey, Bobbie, I see your chat. Look at that.
Golly, I'm learning how to do this stuff a little bit at a time.
I think you're moving fast myself. I love it.
Thank you, Kelly. That's nice validation because I feel like I'm at a snail's pace when I look at all I have to learn. I'm only reading 5 books right now. So.
Natalie, I'm prepping to launch my website. I'm having trouble finding info I can trust in terms of legalities. Oh, so you just need your basic contracts, Natalie? Natalie, find me on Facebook. I'll connect you with the lawyer that I worked with. And what's cool about her is that she's very spiritual. She channels spirit guides and she's a lawyer. So she, like, if you go look at my about page on YouTube, you don't see what I'm about. You just see the fucking legal, you just see the legal language. Because she's like, no, protect yourself. So send me a message. I'll connect with. I think I spent like 400, 300. It might have been 500 at max. Sometimes she offers little specials for like 300 or 400. I don't remember, dude. That was like 2 years ago. It was 100% under 500. She gave me all the disclaimers I needed. She even get like Natalie, even to the point to where I had, out of like 1,000 clients, I've had 3 request like a refund. And it was people who went to workshops. They weren't guaranteed a spot in the hot seat. I didn't get read for. It's like, honey, you bought something and I delivered on what I paid. I won when it came down to dispute with the credit card company. I just sent them a copy of my disclaimer. I sent them a copy of the agreement, because when you go through my website and you buy something, there's always a I agree section. So she helps with all of that. So find me on Facebook, send me a message and I'll connect you to her. All right, Bobbie, do you just want to pick someone to read from?
No, I'm feeling kind of just zoning energy here and kind of picking and weaving in with what you're doing. You're high energy today, and I'm just kind of,
I'm like.
So when the time you've had coffee, I've had tea. So when the time is right, I will float on in with the message from the Gregory. And I'm holding the energy and balancing the room.
Dude, you totally are. I feel my energy rising. I'm like, there's Bobbie's energy. Thank you so much. Does she also talk about taxes? That's what I'm most confused about. Taxes? What are you worried about taxes for, girl? It's not the end of the year.
But it's good to plan ahead, Kelly.
I mean, yes, yes, but don't let worry of taxes stop you.
No, don't. My accountant told me not to earn too much money this year. I'd have to pay taxes, have to pay more taxes. And I went, that is not the message I want. I want to earn enough so that whatever taxes I pay, it's like, okay, yeah.
I want a tax bill so big that it pisses me off. That's what I'm working on. I want a tax bill so big that it is 4 times the amount that I have to give the government than I've ever made in my life. I want it to be like,
at the same time that you made 20 times more than you made before, so you have it 4 times more, Kelly.
Yes, man. More taxes is better. I want like a quarter. If I get a $250,000 tax bill, that means I'm making like $1 million. Yes, I want a $250,000 tax bill. So Natalie, don't let taxes and stuff like that stop you. I would definitely get the legalities taken care of. Make sure you have all of that protection in place, because one lawsuit could wipe you out. But if you're protected, it's not going to wipe you out. But don't let something like taxes hold you back from taking action. So I'm not giving you financial advice right now. I'm not giving you accounting advice right now. I will share what I do. And I just set aside any money I make, I set aside 30% right away. And then at the end of the year, I go to an accountant, a CPA, and go, here's all my stuff. Do what you need to do. How much are you? And, oh, by the way, you owe 9,000. I'm like, perfect. I had 12,000 saved. Just set aside. What?
Also, be aware that frequently the egoic mind wants you to stay small because small is safe and it can control. And that's the job of the egoic mind. It's not bad. Its job is to keep you safe in the world. But sometimes when you're trying to grow and expand, the egoic mind will come up with all the reasons. Well, I can't because I can't afford the taxes, or I can't because of the legalities, and I can't because this could happen. And you start doing a future pace of all the things that could go wrong. And that's just the egoic mind looking at all the possible fear things. What we invite you to do is turn that around and go, well, what if I did make $1 million and then had this much taxes? I have this much left over. And what if I go through and there are no, look at all the people that go through. The news doesn't tell you that there's been so many millions and millions of people who've never had a lawsuit, who've never had a problem. A friend of mine, who Kelly knows, gets into more litigious legal stuff because that's just who she is. And she's had more legal stuff in her life than I ever have had or ever hope to have. So know that the egoic mind tries to warn you, but sometimes it'll stop you. So look to see whether or not it's a problem. Look to see the steps you need to take to protect yourself, but then allow yourself to move forward, because for every problem there is a solution and you have the ability to do it. Yes.
Okay, guys, we're going to open this up to the paid section of it. Let me get you guys the link. But I'm going to answer. I saw some of the questions I want to answer as people.
And Conga's
Yeah,
question.
Conga, you've already sent 20, so don't. Oh, well, all right. Bobbie, 25?
Yeah, that sounds good.
So guys, I just put the link in there, paypal.me/Kelly Lunt. Send 25 in there. You send money there, and then there's a box. Please send your question in there. It will make it so much easier for us.
Okay, I'm going to answer the energy read for Conga.
Okay.
And then you can do the business piece or whatever you want to do. So as you're moving forward with this business, what we want to tell you is that as spirit, we are so proud of you, because you're growing in to who you need to be to have the business you're having. Each step you're taking in your business is growing you. An entrepreneur is a self-growing machine. They're individuals who love to expand and grow and push up against the growth edge, and you're doing that. And as you keep moving into these new experiences and new possibilities, what we want you to do most powerfully is hold on to your vision of what it is you want to manifest. Because sometimes the way it happens is not a straight linear line, it's a zigzaggy path. And if you can hold on to the vision of the growth you want to have, the people you want to have, look at the why, explore your why. Why am I doing this? Why is this calling for me forward? What about this makes me feel good? Really be in that energy of the why, so that and have that written down, so that when it seems like things are going slow and it's not moving forward and you're struggling, you'll be able to breathe into the knowing that, okay, these are just more of the things that I need to learn to become the person I need to be to have the business and the endeavor that I want to create. It's all a process of manifesting and growing and being in the process of creating, you being the you need to be to have the stuff you want to have, to create the business you want to have. And you, my darling, are doing a wonderful job. All we want you to do is hold on to the why, have it clear, and when things seem like they're going slow, just look at what you need to do and notice what you've done right, and give yourself accolades and keep your eye on the ball of where you're going while you acknowledge all the growth that you're having and enjoy the process of the creation that you are manifesting in your life right now. And that is the message from the Gregory.
For my spiritual business owners out there, when you have a slow month, it tends to mean you're going through internal emotional growth yourself to hit your next one. I've actually winded down my business a lot. When there's other people who are, how do you get a client? I'm like, oh man, I'm winding business down. I have one one-on-one client right now. My one group mastermind program, which if anyone's interested in that, go to my website and apply. the Work With Me tab. I'm going to have openings mid-June for that one. That, and I keep up my YouTube. And you guys even saw 2 of my zodiacs were late this month, like half month. I'm winding down business. See how I'm choosing to wind down business versus, oh, it's a slow month. I'm winding down business so I can do my internal growth for my next steps. If it's ever slow for spiritual workers, you can choose to focus on the slowness, or you can choose to focus on, well, now I have this time to grow.
I just was reading or listening to a podcast where a lady was talking exactly about that, where in order to move from doing one-on-ones and start doing group things and expanding in that way, she had to cut back the one-on-ones. So that year her actual income went down, but the next year it quadrupled. So sometimes just the logistics of being able to grow a business, you have to be willing to do what you're doing, Kelly. Slow down, regroup, grow yourself, look at what you're going towards, and then always staying in the knowing that the money will manifest, the growth will manifest, because that's who you are. It's the growth and the money is just a validation of your willingness to expand. It's not the end product, it's the validation. Does that make sense?
Are you asking me or her?
You and her.
Let's see what her answer is. Okay, I'm trying to see if anyone submitted a question via PayPal. It's just being a little difficult. Okay, I see. Oh, Laura's still on. Hey, Samantha's still on. Samantha, you're a homie, good dude. Samantha, are you in my High Vibe Club? Oh, hey guys, those of you who joined the High Vibe Club, the first workshop is May 25th, so you haven't missed it this month. And everyone, if you join at the do-it-yourself level, your gift this month is you get access to the workshop. The people, if you do the $99 one, enter early bird, you get it for $1. The workshop is the 25th next weekend. So it's going to be live. Instead of just like a YouTube live, you're going to be on a call with me so we can speak back and forth. It's going to be great. Okay, Bobbie, do you have anything to say to people in the chat before we go to the first paid reading?
Okay, slowed it down purposely so I can focus. Good. Yes, Kanga. So you're paying attention to your internal guidance by slowing things down so that you can be in the energy. And keep that growing going, though, girl. Keep that growing going. And we got something from Gina.
Yes. Hey, guys, try to send it via PayPal. Bobbie, I'll just make a note of that one. It's easier for Bobbie and I to split the money if you send it via PayPal. And plus the fact YouTube takes like a huge percentage of every super chat. Bye, Natalie. I'm glad you feel empowered. Is Megan OG still here, by the way? Bye, Nuko. Will I get an email on how to join the live? Oh, Natalie, you joined the High Vibe Club. Natalie, in the High Vibe membership area, you'll see an events tab in there. And that has all, it should already be in there. If it's not in there, no, my assistant said she put it in there. So it should be in there, all the info there. But yes, I'm also going to send an email the first couple months until people get used to it. All right, yeah, let me go to the questions.
Lori PayPal'd you.
Yeah, Lori, I see your question. Lori, what's up? Chattanooga, girl.
And we need to hear from Gina.
All right. Oh, yeah, I wrote Gina's name down. Gina, you got to write your question in too. Lori from chat here.
Yeah, we're not that psychic. Well, actually, I am. I do a lot of general reads.
Yeah, we could do it. All right, here's Lori's questions, Bobbie. Lori from chat here. I love that you do that, Lori. Needing a general regarding my near immediate future. A little loss on my roommate ended my lease. I'm tight on money and don't trust she will treat me fairly in the weeks to come, and I'm anxious towards what will come. I need more money and probably a place of my own, etc. Wait, Bobbie, before you do the read for her, Lori, Lori, so do you have a place to live right now? Because I'm not going to be home till like June, whatever. Being kind to my place, and I'll have a friend give you a key. I'm coming back June, shit, I don't know, June something. Oh, you got 60 days? Oh, okay. If you need an immediate place, somehow contact me, even though I'm not that contactable. Okay, Bobbie, I'll shut up. You can do the energy read.
So, Lori, what we're seeing is you do need to pay attention to the roommate, but your old fears of not trusting people are coloring what you're seeing. What we really want you to do is do some breathing and centering. And we want you to make a list of all the reasons why you're safe, all the options you have, all the possibilities that are available to you. Because when you get scared, you get into this fighting energy that isn't serving you. And the person you're with, pay attention, but don't make it more adversarial than it needs to be. If you can center yourself and be in that place that knows you have answers, that knows you have possibilities, that knows that you've always been able to take care of yourself. You've had some rough times, but you've always found an answer. Then you will be able to negotiate with this person and deal with this person and make your next best moves to where you want to go, to get your own place, to feel secure, to have your own domicile, because you're part of what's happening is you're really wanting the comfort of your own space. That's really calling you right now. And so part of the struggle isn't about the friend, it's about what you're wanting for yourself, for your own energy to have. We're just feeling you nestled into this place that feels like home for you. And that's calling to you right now. So to capsulize it, notice your old patterns of adversarial and doubt and worry. Look to see why you're safe and how you have taken care of yourself. Honor the fact that you're wanting a place of your own and it's not about the other person. And use all of that to make the decisions you need to make to move forward here, my darling.
You know, Lori, I was actually in that place maybe about 6 or 8 months ago, not getting kicked out because I've had my own apartment for a while now, but the needing to draw my attention to safety. And what I did, well, I wouldn't suggest you do the paid stuff I did if you're tight on money. But I went and you're gonna be able to do this a different way. Just hear what I did and then adapt it to your level right now. I went and bought like root chakra candles, because root chakra is your sense of safety, your sense of stability. And I lit it, and every day I light it, like I'm setting the intention to feel more safe in my apartment, to feel more safe in my body. And I got all my root chakra stones. Any red stone is a root chakra stone. Some most black ones are too. And I just put one in my purse. I put one in my jacket. And it's just, oh, that's a reminder I'm safe. Oh, a reminder I'm safe. Because you just want to draw more of your focus to all the ways that you're safe. And I would always look at the locks on my doors too. Look, I'm safe. I got locks on my doors. I'm safe. I got locks on my windows. One time I actually left my door unlocked and apparently open. And I went, I'm so damn safe that I can leave my door wide open and no one comes in. And I was in California for like 2 weeks and I came back and I'm like, nothing's gone, nothing's missing, nothing's even been touched. Every time I made a meal, it was, I'm so safe. I know how to feed myself. So I have my basic needs, that basic need met.
Good addition, Kelly. Good addition.
Yeah, I think sometimes people, this isn't saying you, Lori, at all. Lori, let us know if you have any more questions or comments on that. And I'm still going to read for you too, Lori. I think a lot of people, when they get spirit's advice, they're like, draw your attention to feel more safe. What does that mean? I'm like, I drew my eyes to the locks on my doors. Oh, I would sit there and the bolt on my door, I'd be like, safe. I'm choosing it to be unlocked, safe, locked, safe. Like, you just got to draw your focus. Law of attraction, guys. Have you ever gone and bought a car or gone and that's the car I would buy? Or have you ever gone and go, that's the kind of dog that I would want? And then you start seeing that car everywhere, or you start seeing that type of dog everywhere. What you focus on, you get. It's the easiest explanation of it. But Lori, let us know your comments, thoughts about that before I deep dive in. And everyone, we did switch over. The first hour, we like to do it free. We switch over to paid readings.
Well, my chat is not moving at all. Is yours? Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, it's hard. Yes, yes. So the past, we were picking up on the past, and what Kelly was suggesting that you do to feel safe is an excellent thing that you can do. And another thing you can do is you can get a prayer candle, one of the clear ones that doesn't have all the pictures on it if you prefer. Put it on a piece, on a glass, light the candle every day. And when you see the candle, you know you're safe, or you know life is going forward, or whatever you're working on, the candle gives you focus. But we like the stones because you can carry it with you, separate from when you're home. Excellent. Thank you, Lori.
Huh.
So where are we, Kelly? Are we starting with Gina?
Lori, everything is very colored by past life experience. It's hard to get out of that. Thank you for feedback. Pretty overwhelmed. Okay, well, let me read for her, because it wasn't our thing that if someone pays, we would both do it.
Yeah, go ahead. It's always good to get two opinions or two reads.
Ooh, 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 Lori, this is hitting your heart chakra heavy. Oh my God. I don't think overwhelm begins to describe what I feel right now. So the words that we would use, Lori, are scared, flat out panic, flat out fear. Google the emotional guidance list. You always want to identify the lowest vibe that you feel. Think of it this way. You have a GPS map. You went to the location you want, and then you have the option to like from where, and you have the option on most smartphones nowadays to my location. Oh, you're here, go here. Oh, you're here, go here. If you say, oh, I'm overwhelmed, but you're really here, you are always going to miss the target. You need to identify the lowest point that you're at. Because how we're going to like approach it from the opposite side that Bobbie and Gregory did. You're in flat out fear and flat out panic because you asked for this. You have asked for the words that we would use it. I want a calmer lifestyle. Your roommate was not calm. This is what Kelly was saying, sometimes your friends will vibe out. If you do an ask and the person who's in your area is not going to vibe with that ask, they will vibe out. You asked for calm. She was not calm. Bada bing, bada boom. She's got to go. View this as a, whoa, I was unprepared that my ask would get asked this quickly. It's put me in a bit of fear. The fear that we're picking up in you is, am I really ready for this? Am I really ready to be on my own? And there's also a fear of if you were to move out on your own, Lori, or if you were to get a mother-in-law type sweep, if you were to move out on your own, we don't mean a standalone apartment or standalone house on your own. If you were just to live in an area where you're given more mental quiet headspace, there's a little fear of what are the thoughts that are on my mind. A lot of people on earth like to call this deal with your baggage, deal with my shit. There's a little bit of the overwhelm is from that. The what if I get on my own and I can't handle it? More about the thoughts that you're now going to have to face. Because a lot of we'll use the word chaoticness, and the others area of your life, we're able to distract you so easily. You would very much like the book, The Completion Process, Lori. If funds are tight when Kelly gets back, she'll let you borrow hers or give it to you, whichever. When you get that quiet space away from the distraction from others, that is when the integration work, inner child. There's also the meditation on her YouTube, How to Be Confident Inner Child Kelly Lunt. Type that up, and that will really start helping clearing up the negative thought patterns that Bobbie's brought up. It will clear it up. What we would suggest in the 60 days is do as much of that inner child work, read as much of that book as you can, so that when you move out, you will be at a completely different vibrational pattern. So the more that you can admit, I do feel afraid. Because when I said the words for you, your energy shifted a bit and you're like, oh, that's what I'm feeling. I do feel afraid. Identify, then self-soothe, self-validate. Of course I feel afraid. I have to move. I'm unsure if I have the finances for it. Anyone in my shoes would feel afraid. All right, well, universe, I get that I asked for a gentler lifestyle. I kind of now recognize that I'm seeing how this happened. I want even more gentleness. So Now put your focus on what you want. I'm looking for a new place to live where I can allow my mind to calm down even more, where I can allow myself to do this emotional processing in a safe way. I'm ready to feel more safe than I ever have in my life before. So bring me the apartment that fits me, that will allow safeness. Lori in Chattanooga, Kelly looked at 22 apartments on her own. She got frustrated and went, there has to be one effing apartment in this city that would fit me. So she finally went, all right, universe, I get it. I've been efforting, I've been doing action, but not the energy work. You know, I need a wall big enough for this case I have. You know, I need an easy way to get it in. And you know, this is my budget. Good luck. Every apartment I've looked at is 150 more than mine. 2 days later, we found her an apartment that she'd been struggling for 2 months within her budget. They wiggled on the deposit a little bit so that she could get in. She did sacrifice a little bit of closet space for the cheaper rent, but it was below her limit she gave us. And he's asking, do you hear that? Yeah, ATL, exactly. Let me see who's next in okay, so that was Lori. That's so weird. One of the payments says pending. I wonder what that means. Like, why is it pending? Oh, up next is Samantha. And then after that is Gwen. And it looks like those are the three. If anyone else wants a reading, just go to that PayPal. I do need the mental quiet for sure. Lori, do you have any follow-up questions from that, or self-soothe so much, Lori? I've got this. I don't know how I've got it, but I've got it. I know that, you know, all the way from birth, I've been doing things I didn't know how to do. I learned how to walk and no one taught me. I just observed people and kind of wiggled with my arms until I could do it. Wiggled with my legs until I could do it. I made it through elementary. I made it through middle school. I made it through high school. I made it through moving to Chattanooga, and that was, you know, a little tumultuous there. I've made it in Chattanooga this far.
And what you're doing, Kelly, is you're noticing what you have done. And that can help you, Lori. Look at what you have accomplished. Look at what you have done. Your mind's rushing forward into a fearful future pace. And that fearful future pace that you're moving into is creating the fear expanding and expanding and expanding. If you can look at the fact that you have survived, that you do have skills, and look at what you can do, it's a matter of self-talk, breathing, focusing, quieting, doing the rocks that Kelly's talked about, the candle that Bobbie's talking about, and just reminding yourself, I can calm down. Oh, I'm nervous again. I can calm down. Wow, I'm feeling panicked again. I can calm down. You have to, it's like a puppy. We like what Bobbie's husband says. Your mind is like a puppy. If you don't train it, it'll piss all over your brain. You got to move it back to the paper, move it back to the paper, move it back to the paper of, I can do this. I'm feeling anxious. I know, but I can do this. I'm worried this won't work. Well, I've done it before. So you reach for the better thought. That's kind of an Abraham and cognitive behavioral trick that works quite well.
Yeah, Lori, I've met you. It's the first time I'm moving out on my own and I feel scared, and that's okay. It's okay to feel this way. I know I've got this. It's feel the emotions and move with it. There's the part of me that wanted this. There's the part that's now afraid of it. All right, I feel afraid. And let's do this. This is what it feels like to look for an apartment while feeling afraid. This is what it feels like to find an apartment while feeling vulnerable. This is what it feels like to have an end date. This is what it feels like to be afraid of living on the streets. This is what it feels like to blah, 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 blah. All right, so it's going to go Samantha, Gina, then Gwen. Gina, are you still here? And Lori, if you have any more thoughts on that, keep commenting. I still feel a little bit of, it's not as much as it was, but so keep commenting in between the reads. We'll get back to you. Okay, Samantha is asking Bobbie. Oh, Samantha, I love this question. I love that you are asking this, Samantha. So much growth. Just the fact that you are even asking it in this way. I'm so happy. And by the way, are you going to the beach, Samantha? So her question is, what is new in terms of love for me? And how did the Cancer feel about me reaching out? All right. You got a 70%. Okay, my 100% went to 70%, but that was still good. What is new in terms of love for me, and how did the Cancer feel about me reaching out? Or the message I need to hear at the moment from spirit or my dad if possible. So it sounds like she's open.
Can you go for that one first, Kelly? I'm kind of floundering around trying to find it.
Yeah, I will. Lori, rewatch starting at around like 74-minute mark. That's where we started for you. All right, let me reread it. And then Samantha, what is new in terms of, I'm gonna take them one at a time. What is new in terms of love for me? Oh, this is blunt. Nothing until you let go of the ex all the way. You've come. What Kelly was saying, I'm so proud of you for asking this way. You have done a lot to start opening up your brain space to enjoy the other areas in life. The workshop you were on with us, there was a X, 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 X. You've got it down to about 50-50 now. And the 50% that thinks about him isn't as wound up as it used to be. So that's even loosening up itself too. There is no chance for a new guy if you are holding on to him coming back. And Samantha, we want to share a little bit of Kelly's story. Kelly was dating a man, I don't know if it was a year or two ago now, maybe about 2 years ago, and she thought he was the one. When it didn't work out, it took her a year to move on. And when she went on her first couple of dates afterwards, she realized none of these people I'm going on a date with have a chance. All I think about is this should be so-and-so, not this new person. So-and-so and I should be doing this. She realized it's not fair for me to be going on dates right now. Then the bigger hooker was she had a previous ex that she didn't realize she was stuck on. And she went, oh my God, it's not this ex. It's this guy is never coming back. No person post this guy, even the guy that she thought was the one, had a chance when she was still, but if he comes back, he's supposed to be my husband, so I would break up with so-and-so. No one had a chance. She didn't have a chance. No one you go on a date with right now, even if we send you the one right now, it will be, well, this is nice for now, but so-and-so might take me here someday. You're hearing what we're saying. Well, this beach trip will be nice, but he might move on too much, so maybe I won't go. You don't have a chance for new love if you're holding on to him. And we're going to repeat it to you again, Samantha. It is over. It is over. We shared that it took Kelly a year, and she's really good with the emotional processing and energy work. Keep watching those videos of hers, Samantha. The not the 3-step process one, the getting over an ex special. Just type that into YouTube. Oh, and actually they're telling me to get it for you right now. Okay, Spirit. Give me homework. Which one was it about? Oh my God. It wasn't the 3-step process. Oh, why you're holding on to an ex for so long, it must be special. Oh, and they want me to find another video for you, the trauma mind. George is saying if I would make the video, he would link to my video.
Uh-huh.
But I found this Bobbie, you actually might want to watch this guy. Because he's a psychotherapist, so you might like the way that he does his YouTube. Okay, so now that I got you your video, let me see.
So Kelly, what was her question? I'm not seeing her question over here. Maybe it's in the PayPal.
Yeah, it's in the PayPal. I'll read it again. Let me get to the second part of her question. How did he feel? There was Samantha, sorry, honey. I'm gonna tell you what I'm getting now. There was annoyance. There was him feeling like he's put in an awkward position. He doesn't want to be mean to you. He wants it to be cordial. He felt put into an awkward position. There was like a 1-2% of a, hey, not all hope is lost, but that he is not coming back, Samantha. He is not coming back. It's kind of like he learned his lesson. He got his, kind of like the kid who puts his hand in the oven. He put his hand in the oven and got burned too many times. He's like, even though there's a little bit of me that wants that cookie that's cooking, I'm going to wait. No, I've burned my hand too many times. Okay, Bobbie, let me cut and copy the question for you. I'm going to put it in the chat right now.
Okay. Yeah, because I was looking for it and going, well, I got something about a job from a Samantha, but okay.
Do you see it?
Okay. So do I need to hear at the moment from spirit or my dad if possible? Okay.
Wow, I'm getting a no, not really, because Samantha, and this is something that Bobbie says a lot here. When Bobbie talks about that you start moving forward and X calls back, do you really want to dip back into the old energy? Samantha, you have changed and you have grown. You've grown so much. You have changed so much. We need you to acknowledge the growth that you've been through. There was a little bit of, not quite Mean Girls like that movie Mean Girls, but there was a lot of your life used to focus and center around, what is so-and-so doing? Oh my God, he broke up with her that way. They did what? A lot of your focus and your life was around that. You've shifted and you've changed. You're now focusing on the personal growth of this growth, of that growth. If you were to sit down and have a lunch with them right now, we can, and we don't say these words often, Samantha, we can guarantee, we can promise you, you will find him boring. You are now growing. You are now expanding. You are now, let me call in something, you're focused on personal growth, expanding personal development, and you're, let me call in something bigger than what this small town can offer. When you get around people who are, this is what life is, why would you want to travel? You will find that boring.
And Kelly, I'm not getting anything for her. I'm feeling the connection between you and her is so strong, and the information you have for her is so right on. I'm looking to see, but I'm not going to make something up. I never do. So I'm not getting a read here, but I'm picking up on your energy with here and your message for her that is really valuable.
Samantha, watch that, the obsessive one I sent in there. Well, watch, George is saying watch both of them. The special one will watch that one first. It will give you a little epiphany. It's kind of like, this is how I'm going to word it. Guys, sometimes when you're having a hard time letting go of an ex, for everyone who's saying, is an ex going to come back? It very likely means that there's some special factor that you thought about that relationship. So the one that Spirit called me out on, had pined over him for a year. Bobbie was my coach through that. Kelly, quit making a cake out of crumbs. It took me like a year. I'm like, oh shit, now I get what she says.
Yeah.
It's because I met him when I was 32. And in my head, I have to have my babies by 35. I've met him now. We have 2 to 3 years. We're both travelers. He goes international too. He's like the ethnicity that I like. When I'm living in an area where that ethnicity is like 1%, I had all these reasons of why it was so special. And it was a crashing egoic thing for me to go, well, I guess I'm not going to have the babies when I'm 35. Well, I guess he wasn't the one. Like, you kind of have to figure out what that special factor is. And I did coach one girl through this where it was her first, like her first boyfriend, her first kiss, her first hug, and she was Middle Eastern, so that stuff like means extra double special for them. And it was the first like person she slept with, and she was, but no, Kelly, we did that. That means he must come back. No, you got to face that crash of it. It means, because for her, it's like if he comes back, it means it was special. It means it was worth it. For her, if he didn't come back, it meant that relationship meant nothing and that she was a whore. So I pretty much coached her through that. Figure out what that special factor is and realize you can find that special factor with someone else. And then the other one, the trauma mind, because here's another thing that can happen, guys. How do I explain this one? You're gonna love this though, Bobbie. And please, I know you feel comfortable, but I need to say, because I'm so high energy today, please feel comfortable to interrupt me at any time if you want to come in.
Okay.
When you are with someone who's abusive and you're having a hard time letting go. And guys, I was with someone name calling me every day. I was the one paying the rent for 3 years, but I was the gold digger. I actually believed his lies he said about me. So when you have an abusive person that you're having a hard time leaving the relationship, or when you're obsessing about an ex, I'm going to say 99% of the time, it indicates that there was trauma from your childhood that's unresolved. So for me, I was literally there, and I could channel. So I was like, at that time, I was channeling Ezekiel. He's saying, I'm still here. You just don't play as much. I don't like to read for people. I like to just play, and you don't play with me. I was like, Ezekiel, why am I having a hard time letting go of this guy? He's calling me a gold digger when I'm the one paying all the bills. He's like doing everything but hit me, but he's like psychologically messing with my mind. He's calling me dumb. He's calling me stupid. He's taking all my money and spending it. Why am I having a hard time leaving this? And he went, because the way he's showing you love is the way that your mother showed you love. Admitting he's abusing you is like admitting that your mother abused you and you haven't faced your childhood abuse yet. It's that crashing moment of, oh, and everyone goes through this, whether you had it, that's the abuse part. This next part, everyone goes through this. Oh my God, my parents aren't Superman. My parents aren't Wonder Woman. My parents don't know everything. My parents can't help me through this situation. So you have this crashing moments of like, hey, your parents are human too. When you did have abuse and trauma when you were younger, it's the people who brought me into this planet didn't love me. If they didn't love me, who could possibly love me? It must mean I'm unlovable. If the two people, and this is hitting home for a lot of people, I could feel it on here. If the two people, because we have this idolized view of like, and this goes against fucking Georgia and their abortion ban right now. We have this idealized view of like parents, and this kind of like pressure on them that you two were supposed to love each other, come together and create me. You're supposed to give me this unconditional, undying, almighty love. And if they don't give it to you, it's like, there must be something wrong with me then. And guys, that took me, it was like 3 weeks of just crashing down. And then I was like, oh my God, I'm unworthy of love. Oh my God, I must be a horrible, ugly monster if my parents couldn't even love me. Like, I messed up there, like all this kind of a crash that some of you are going to have to go through. And then you just kind of realize after me, okay, Mila, I see that. I went this moment of, oh, it means nothing. It means nothing. There's nothing wrong with me. It just means that my parents weren't fully prepared for having a child when they had a child. It means that my mother didn't know how to fully process her emotions when she had me, because I think she was diagnosed with I get it wrong. I'm not a doctor, guys, or a psychiatrist or a psychologist.
She was diagnosed with something.
Yes, manic depressive.
People don't
with
usually
borderline personality disorder, narcissist with suicidal tendencies. Bitch was cray. And I just realized, so now I know what it feels like to grow up with a mother who doesn't know how to fully process her emotions, who's in the seat of being responsible for a little child when she didn't have a manual. So my starting point, my GPS, the ultimate loving relationship I want with a man for myself, my starting point is 1,000 miles away. And I went, well, okay, how can I communicate better with people? Then I went on that journey. How can I feel more comfortable being a female? How can you just start the journey of getting ready to be getting ready to be getting ready to be getting ready. So if you guys are having, to wrap this up, if you guys are having a hard time letting go of someone, or if you guys are having a hard time breaking up with someone who's abusive, you got to have that crashing moment. Your parents didn't love you in the idealized way that you thought it should have been. And for people who didn't have abuse or trauma in their childhood, I was reading this study that even for mothers who are very intuitive, because trauma, my definition of trauma, yeah, there's abuse, which is trauma, but there's also just trauma. When you're a kid and you're under the age of 7, you don't have all the fully formed parts of your brain yet. They're just not even there. Your brain keeps developing until you're about, I don't remember if it was 25 or 28. When you have a need that's unmet, that's considered trauma. When, oh, I'm cold, and mom goes, honey, 1 minute, I'm still on the phone. You just faced trauma. You just built in a little bit of a, my needs are not important. So everyone has to go through the crashing moment of, my parents didn't have that idealized, I didn't have that idealized view of love and being taken care of. Ooh, a lot of people just released a lot. So guys, have that crashing moment, break up with the effer or let go of the ex. Have that crashing moment, because then you've now started where your starting point is, so you can be on the journey of getting ready for the ultimate love that you want. All right, that was long-winded. I think we should just go to the next person.
Yeah.
Samantha or Lori,
because we got 2 more. We got Gina and
I think we got 3 more now. Someone else just sent in money.
Then I need to cap it at the 3 more, unless you want to keep going on your own, because my energy is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, Gina. Let's do Gina's.
Yeah, she's been waiting a long time.
Yeah, and Gina, her question, Bobbie, was, what is my next? I'm gonna let you do this one too. Whew, I got wound up in that one. What is my next best step for growth? Is it an education step, a career step, or personal step?
Gina, the answer is yes. Now, the question you want to ask to clarify is, of those 3 possible, which one do I want to start with now? We would suggest that you focus on the personal growth and clarifying your goals and your dreams and your wants, because it's really important, Gina, that you feel into who you are and how you are and what you want to do next in your life. What excites you? What do you love doing? What is it that when you're doing it, time just seems to fly away? Who is it you like to be around? How do you like to interact with those people? Where do you feel full up? Because in order to decide what you want to do in your career, it's really important to have a sense of who you are and how you want to move forward. And then who is going to be in your love life will also be determined by that. So it's when we're working with people, and when we've worked with Bobbie in the past, we'll use her as an example. And when she was in a tumultuous relationship and needing to get out of it, and not wanting to admit she needed to get out of it, but finally the situation presented itself where it was very clear this relationship was not working anymore. And she finally got clear that she deserved better. And although it was painful, she made a choice to let go of that relationship. But she took 3 or 4 years in the letting go process, where she was working on herself, going to groups to learn about herself, going to therapy to learn about herself, reading books to find out different ways of dealing with who she was and how she was. Some of it was psychology, some of it was metaphysics. There was just a lot of different self-work she was doing, so that when the relationship she was in disintegrated, she was at a place where the next one that presented itself was a positive relationship, was something that she wanted to be in. And then from that relationship, she found out what she loved to do and got into her career in the counseling field, which she has let go of recently. So all of that came from knowing herself. Now with you, we're seeing that knowing yourself is going to lead you more powerfully into the career. And from the career, you're going to be moving more powerfully into a love relationship. And we see it happening that way because all of that has a flow in your life of what you need to do to develop you, to move you more powerfully into finding yourself, finding your source, finding your core. And then from that place, relationship with another will be of will be easier to discern because you'll know who you are. So first you, that will lead you into career, and that will lead you into love. We think those were the three things she was asking about, correct?
What is my next step for growth? Is it an education step, career step, or personal step? I don't even see anything in there. Are you all commenting? Because I'm not. Just type a hi. So is the chat even working? Did Samantha
I'm not
just so
seeing
quiet?
Well, I saw Gina's was the last, then Natalie.
Yeah, and then I wrote 3 comments. Do you even see the 3 comments I wrote, Bobbie?
I saw the 3 comments that you wrote.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
And
oh, thank you, Emily. Hey, Emily, what's up?
So also for Gina, the education and the personal growth are kind of combined. Okay. And that's going to lead you, because what we see is you're in this really delicate place where you're like a flower that's just beginning to blossom, but you're needing to find the nutrients of the soil and the fertilizer and the stuff that will fill you up so that you can begin to blossom. And from that blossoming place, you'll move into the career place. And we want you to remember, it's a process, not an event. It's not you're going to go do this and you're going to go do this and that's going to happen. It's I'm going to do this and that's going to feel a certain way, and it's going to open me up to some energies and possibilities, and then I'm going to go over here and see how this, and it's just kind of like a river meandering and flowing through your life as you find out where you want to go next. So that is our answer.
Let me see if there's anything for me for Gina.
She said yes on my first read, and now yours.
What do you mean, Bobbie?
Oh, go ahead. She already said yes to my first read.
Oh, okay. Oh, keep going, keep going, keep going. You know it's personal growth right now. Then career or education. You know where you're going. It's just a little bit of rebuilding the comfort of going alone, of doing it alone. There was a little bit of giving up. We'll share the story this way. When Kelly was with that abusive guy, she was telling you guys, and all the crashing things she had to face before she could actually leave him. There was also that, but oh my God, now I'm alone. Even though he wasn't contributing financially at all, he wasn't contributing at all. And if anything, he was draining her at the time. She still, but we were a team. Now I'm alone. It was kind of, even though she was alone, even though she was literally dragging someone along, it was that little bit of awkwardness that you just got to be willing to shift through. You're going to be fine, honey. You are on the right path in so many ways. And they're saying focus on the heart chakra. Muddies. Ooh, they didn't even bring up relationship, Gina. That tends to mean focus on your personal life and it was education, not career. Focus on education and
Gregory brought up relationship. He said that would be third.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Yeah, and George is saying don't even focus on that right now. He's kind of saying, honey, you got to get your money right first before you can be relaxed enough to enjoy life. Oh, and George is telling me to make that relationship video right now. All right, Gina, you good? You got it? And the next is Millie. Next is Gwen and then Millie.
Okay. And I see Tara.
Yeah, Lori, you got it, Lori. What, Bobbie?
I see Tara. Oh, you were telling Tara to send something. Okay. Gwen and Millie.
Yeah, guys, the first hour we always do 3. Okay, so Gwen, you still here? Millie, still here? Gwen's question, Bobbie, is... See, this one says pending for whatever reason. I don't know what that means. Oh, Bobbie. Gwen wants a general.
Okay. Okay, Gwen, what we're seeing is, okay, here's the picture. You're standing there and you're feeling up against this wall. You're trying to feel your way into what it is you're supposed to do next. The problem is you have your eyes closed and you're feeling your way along to try to figure out what it is that you want to do next. Sometimes paying attention to the feelings is really important. But in this particular instance, my darling, you need to open your eyes. You need to look around you. You need to connect with your environment. You need to pay attention to the people in your environment, their behavior, what they are and are not doing, whether they're walking their talk and being honest with you, or whether they're just saying what you want to hear and you're just going along with the flow. Gwen, this is so important. We cannot say it loud enough or clear enough. Open your eyes and see where you're at. Notice the people around you. Notice what they're doing. Notice if they walk your talk. And then pay attention to the feelings, because right now, with your eyes closed, feeling your way along, you're saying, but I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what's going to happen. Well, no, my darling, not when you're blindly moving forward. Open your eyes. Become aware. Your fear of what you're going to see is bigger than what you're going to see, and your ability to transmute what you're feeling into usable information requires the eyes to see. So wake up, my darling. Be aware. Notice. Pay attention. And be willing to take the steps that you see that are necessary. They're not as scary as you think they're going to be, but they do need to be addressed if you're going to move forward in your highest and best interest. Whew. Wow.
Yeah, guys, when I broke up with that abusive relationship, it was so scary beforehand. Once I did it, the first day he wasn't there, I was, oh, well, this isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Holy shit. Dating him as long as I did was worse than this. So Gwen, yeah, everything that Bobbie said. What I would encourage for like homework for you, sternum, this bone right here, up. You want to just like picture a hook pulling it up to the clouds, to God, to all that is. I wake up. 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 I allow myself to wake up. I'm waking up. I'm waking up to my senses. I'm waking up to my emotions. I wake up. I wake up. I wake up. I'm waking up. If you want psychology, Google the words disconnect or disassociation. You're deep in disassociation and disconnect right now. And that will, if you just Google that, Gwen, type in like psychology, disconnect, psychology, disassociation. Oh, it'll take you on a whirlwind of all these different things you could read online, blogs, books you can read. In terms of, if I would just say affirmation work, it would just be, I wake up. I wake up. I allow myself to wake up. I'm waking up. No more numbing, Gwen. All right, let's get to that one last one. Because then she had to go. I might stay on, guys. If I stay on, I'll switch over to just $20 reads for just me when Bobbie leaves. I'm not sure, though. Let me see how I feel after this one.
Yeah, because I have a client in an hour, so I need time to zone and be so that they get the best of
Oh, yeah, guys, if you want a private read with Bobbie, I totally forgot about this. If you want a private read with Bobbie, go to... Yeah, do you have any follow-up questions, Gwen? For Pride with Bobbie, she's got, I don't know what her availability is. Let's see, Millie.
I'm open on Thursday and Friday, and if you can't do those 2 days, just email me through my website and I will see if I can fit you in some other time.
Okay, and if anyone else wants their question answered, just send 20, because these next ones are 20. It's only going to be me answering them. And I'll get to yours when she leaves. Okay, so Millie is asking.
Who?
Millie. Here, I'll read it to you, Bobbie, and I'll cut and copy it too.
It's okay. I'm auditory. You can read it to me.
Oh, that's funny. I'm not auditory. I love that. Oh, good. It's too big to type in there. So Millie is asking, hello, K and B, smiley face. I am about to enter a really exciting stage of my life, and there is a guy from my past that comes consistently to my mind and energy filled. I have done so much internal growth and healing lately, but this one person's still so present. Not sure how to shift this, and if this is just me or how he feels, or if he feels somewhat the same about me.
This or something better. This or something better. What we want you to hear is that this person's coming forward because there were parts of the relationship that worked for you at the time you were in it. And that energy was good at that time. But to bring that energy back in now with who he is right now is probably not going to be as zesty as you're thinking. You're pulling all of the good from the previous relationship and saying, oh, I want that. So if you go into this with this or something better, if he is supposed to contact you, he will. But we would not suggest you contact him. Leave the space open for us to fill it with this or something better. It's the vibration of the energy of the parts of that relationship that worked that you're calling forth into this new vibration that you have created in your life to have a life that's working. You've been doing a lot of work about bringing your vibration up, bringing your energy up, allowing yourself to be more than you were, finding new ways of interacting with people, finding new ways of interacting at work and in your life. And so wanting to bring the good parts of that relationship are totally okay, but we would not suggest you recontact. Just keep saying this or something better. Focus on what it is you enjoyed about that relationship, what you would like even better than that relationship, and allow us to do our work while you say, okay, Spirit, I'm here, I'm open, let's rock and roll. That's what we're getting.
Yeah, million. We're gonna come in, and it's that journey of getting ready to be getting ready to be getting ready to be getting ready. We hope that makes it clear for everyone who is still on right now. Sometimes in order for this thing, this exciting stage of your life, in order for you to enjoy it fully, sometimes part of that, part of the personal growth, the emotional growth, is letting that go. It's coming up because you need to let him go so that you can enjoy this stage. And we're going to give you an example. When Kelly did her traveling stint all over the US, 2 years, no apartment, just nomadically, there was this lingering thing back in California that she was, but I've got this this fight going on back there. The whole time she was traveling around, that was weighing her down. She's about to go on another traveling stint, different than the previous time, but she's about to do a lot more travel. We told her, hey, you got this friend in Chattanooga. You need to make peace with her. Kelly went, what? Where are you guys coming from? I haven't spoken to her in a year. It's pretty we're good cordial acquaintances when we're out and about. And we just told her, hey, remember that pending thing in California when you went around? You will be traveling around. You'll think back to, God, what if I had one more lunch with her? Why allow yourself to have even that? What if I called him one more time? What if I said an apology letter? The what if? So Kelly immediately reached out and went, oh, I get it. We did need to make a little bit of peace. I just wasn't even aware of it. Kelly's ex that we talked about earlier in this one, he kept coming up in her mind so much. There was a little bit, he was genuinely moving. So his energy was kind of, should I reach out to her? Should I not? Which made it stronger for her to fill. But there was also, in order for her to do her traveling that she's doing now, she was, sorry guys, the noise distracted me. In order for her to do her traveling, she didn't realize that I don't want to leave Chattanooga because he and I might get back together. She kept getting that. What was going on subconsciously, you might like that word in the background, what was coming to her, go to that coffee shop, go to that coffee shop. And she was like, why am I being guided to go to the coffee shop where I first met this guy? We're broken up for a year. I don't even think about him. As soon as she got there, her stomach dropped and the tears just started pouring out. And she was, oh my God, we're not getting back together. Oh my God, I'm about to travel. Oh my God, I think he even moved. She did reach out. Hey, so did you move? Yeah, I live in DC now. Oh, okay. You got to allow yourself. When she went to that coffee shop, she had that crying moment. There needs to be a little bit of like letting go of him so that you can enjoy the exciting phase. Let's see, are there any comments? Any comments, any questions? Lori, as we wait to see if she has any comments or questions, just be cordial with her, be nice to her, because no matter what, like, just, you know, it's a business transaction. Like, treat her like you would your boss. Hey, what do you need? Okay, I'll get that done. I'm not saying be her doormat, be her whatever, but it's okay. It's just business now. It's okay. I'm looking for apartments. Stay in your room. Why is she like flat? Well, I guess I'll catch up with you in like a month. Is she like, I mean, I'm not picking up that she's.
Yeah, I wasn't picking up that she was oppositional.
Yeah, I'm picking up that I am. I don't know the right word for it. You guys are obviously not best friends. I can tell you that. She likes you, she thinks you're kind. There is a little bit, it looks like your way of life is different than hers. So maybe disdain is the best word. It's kind of like like she's using oh, she does XYZ, I'm therefore better. Like a little bit of distaste. There's a little bit of distaste, but she thinks kindly of you. She thinks you're kind. She thinks you're sweet. Yeah, and George is just saying, like what Bobbie and Gregor said earlier, there's just the fear of being taken advantage of, the fear of being kicked out, the fear of her just all of a sudden changing the locks on you. That's the old stuff coming up. I'm safe because I'm safe. I'm safe because I'm smart. I'm safe because I'm calm. If something comes up, I'll know how to handle it. She locks the doors, you call the cops. She has no legal right to kick you out before the 60 days is up. Oh, she locked the doors? Okay, she's playing hardball. Well, this is just a bigger reason why I'm moving out. Hey, cops, can you come and handle this for me? Thank you so much for getting me back into my place. And they'll tell her. You have to give her until the 60 days. It's you resting and relying on yourself. I'm competent and we'll be able to handle it. But before Bobbie goes, Millie, did you have any questions? Okay.
Millie said, thank you. Absolutely agree. Your words resonate strongly with me. Thank you. Okay. So we done. Okay, my darlings. Well, I need to boogie on down the road for my next client. I love being here. I'm available for reads. And Kelly, I will see you Monday morning, my darling. I think.
Bobbie, can you give me, let me send you a quick chat. Wait.
A chat where?
Hold on. I'll send it via Zoom.
Okay. Oh, I'm in chat. I got to turn the chat on. Duh.
Okay, I'm gonna do it right now. Okay. Did you get it? You don't need to read that now.
Yeah, I will. So okay. I will send that to you, and let me write that down. Is it okay if I do it after my client?
Yeah, if you do it, yeah.
Okay.
I just don't want to forget. I want to stay on top of it.
Okay, darling.
All right, well, love you, lady.
I might just go ahead and do it now and get it done. Okay, darling. Okay. Love you.
Love you too. See you later.
Later.
All right, guys, let me get back to the room. Thank you for that time. I said bye to her. Bobbie just had to go. Okay, here we go. I'm back to the room. Lori, don't apologize at all. If you're, Lori, you're hitting fear. And this goes to everyone who's on here still. You're hitting fear. Oh, let me read all your comments. I'll do my best. She's been a terrible boss. Thank you. I absolutely agree. Your words resonate strongly with me. We have very different background. Okay, Lori, there's no need to apologize, guys. If someone's making your life miserable, call them out. If someone is being mean to you, it's okay to go, no, I'm not really fond of her. She wasn't really kind to me. I mean, that's an obvious, very PC, nice way to do it. Lori, did you not hear what I said about my grandpa? I was like, Dad, when grandpa dies, are you going to go back to California? Yeah, Kelly, I'm not cold-hearted. I said, like, you know, I don't know if I want to go back because I don't like my aunt. Lori, that's not anything to apologize for. I don't feel bad about thinking that. I don't feel bad about saying it. That is how I genuinely feel. When I went down last time, "Oh, Kelly, I'll take a day off." No, please don't. I'm only coming down to hang out with grandpa. Like, you're his care this part I didn't say, but it was like, "You're his caretaker, I kinda gotta deal with you." It's like, "No, please don't take a day off, I'm really only there to hang out with grandpa. This next time I'm gonna make a quick pit stop in LA before I get back to Chattanooga." And I was like, "Grandpa, you need to guard this day. If I'm spending this money to come out there, I'm spending it because I wanna spend a day with you. Block it off in your calendar now, and if Aunt tries to get you to do it," he's like, "Of course I would, why wouldn't I hang out with you? Grandpa, last time I came out and I told my aunt, your daughter, the day I would be there, she planned a 4-hour accounting trip for you the one day I told her I had off from all clients. I told her the other 3 days, here's my schedule, that's my one day off. And then all of a sudden, 8 p.m. the night before, she tells me he had that appointment. I need you to guard the day for me." That's not mean, Lori. You speaking up for yourself. If she's being mean, okay, just don't feel bad, guys. I mean, guys, don't go out of your way to go, "Hey, you're a asshole." Hey, like, there's a difference between being mean to someone, going out of your way to intentionally make someone feel bad, and just speaking your truth. "No, please don't take a day off. I'm really looking forward to do XYZ right now." I don't think I'll go." IR, yeah, I'm a law of attraction expert, IR. And I could channel if you watch Abraham Hicks, I can channel Abraham too. I can definitely help you manifest. Join my High Vibe Club. But I also have free videos on YouTube. If you go to my main page, I have all 5 steps of law of attraction broken down for you for free on my YouTube. Okay, so how's everyone doing? How's Millie? How's Gwen? If anyone has any other questions that they want me to answer, just send 20 to that PayPal. Oh, and it looks like I got another one. Just send 20 though. It's just me. Hey, Emily, what's up? Emily. Am I still live, guys? Can you still see me even though Bobbie's gone? Can you still see me? Can you still hear me? Can you still see me? Or did that end it? Oh my God, have I just been talking to myself? How awkward would that be? Oh, you can still hear me? Okay. Oh, but my camera angle's all weird. Okay. Okay, good. Thanks for letting me know, guys. Yeah, you're welcome, Lori. Okay, so holy shit, Emily, we got a novel over here. I put all my time and energy into my work in the past couple of years. I took a new position last August as the executive director of an organization. Oh, Emily, that's right. All of that. Oh, I forgot about that. And the only staff member. Wait, I took a new position last August as the executive director of an organization and the only staff member. Wow. I've worked my ass off, I'd say, building this organization from the ground up and really wore myself out. I bet. I know I'm doing good, but to be honest, I'm not super passionate about it. And it's become a lot more political than I'd like. Oh, that can happen as you grow something. Yesterday, I met with a person in authority who literally told me he could have done in a day what I had done in a. Oh, I feel that heartache, Emily. Oh, that's sucks that came from a person of authority. He's trying to just dismiss and diminish everything you've done. That's fucked up, man. I was literally devastated. Yeah, I'd be devastated too. Yeah. I totally get why you feel that way. It's really made me question myself and my path. No, 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 no. Your takeaway, I'm not even gonna read your whole question. I'm gonna read your whole question. I'm gonna channel what I just said to Lori about there's a difference between being mean and speaking your truth, being willing to speak your truths, even if it might hurt someone. No, I'm not here to hang out with you. That's different than you're a effed up aunt. I hate you. You're mean. You're cruel. Get away from. See the difference? One's going out of your way to be mean, to like tear someone down. You're not even taking care of grandpa. One is, nah, man, I'm really only here to hang out with grandpa. Your takeaway, if you built something from the ground up, someone new comes in, I could have done what you did in a day. He's egoic. He's why are you bitching and complaining so much? Like, I'm the one doing all the work here. Your takeaway should have been he's dismissive. He is diminishing everything that I did that has him a job now. He's an unappreciative person who doesn't appreciate I built what is now employing him. He is a boss I want to get away from. That should have been your takeaways. That should have been your takeaways. It's really made me question myself and my path. I'm wondering if I should stick to what I'm doing or if I need to open myself up to something different. Okay, I like the second half of that, or if I should open myself up. Yeah, don't question yourself and don't question your path. I will share right there. And George is saying this is a good thing for everyone to hear. Sometimes, guys, the journey of getting ready to be getting ready to be getting ready to be getting ready. Okay. So I have another friend. She's very intuitive too. She approaches it in a different way than I do. This isn't Bobbie. This is another friend. Maybe I'll bring her on here and do reads with her one day. We'll see. Her first business that she started was helping other people start their online businesses. That was her business. The journey of getting ready to be getting ready to be getting ready to be getting ready. She's now realized, oh my God, I'm the intuitive person for cops. I'm the intuitive person for law enforcement. And she was like, but law enforcement's like angel reads. How am I going to do this? Had she been told her next step was go channel for cops, she would have shut down. No, I'm not doing that. But then it was her first step was to get used to building a website, get used to going live, get used to. So sometimes, even though it is part of the next best step for you, it's not necessarily your end all be all goal. So know that. I'm not talking to myself. Yay for not talking to myself. Okay, so now I'm going to highlight what I like about your thing. I'm not super passionate about it, and it's become a lot more political than I'd like. What can happen when you put a lot of energy and effort into something, you gain momentum. And it's kind of like, this is going to be a really bad analogy for you because you're not all in this frame of mind. But I was reading this psychology report on gamblers. And it's they get caught in this every quarter I put in, my odds of winning goes up. That's statistics, guys. That's just not true. Every time you put a quarter in, it's the same statistics. 1%, 1%, 1%. For people who are gamblers, though, they think, no, it's 1%, 1%, 1%, 1%. I'm now at 10%. I'm now at 20%. I'm now at 30%. No, every single time you put the quarter in, the odds start over. How that relates to you, though, I put so much effort into this. This was my life for a very long time. How do I just give this up? I'm not super passionate about it, and it's become a lot more political than I'd like. Yeah, obviously with a boss like that or some person with authority like that, I could have done that in a day. That's obvious. Okay, political is a very PC way of saying toxic. That guy is toxic. Okay, let me see if you commented anything before I go back and read more of it. Hey, Natalie. Oh, I have a manifest. Yeah, there's a little on my website on a freebie IR. I have that condensed guide to law of attraction on there that you could download. It's a really good. It's really condensed though. If you need more help in that, go to my YouTube. I have a 5-video series that breaks down every step of law of attraction. It's so good. People have manifested 7,000. People have manifested their husband after watching those videos. Go watch those videos, IR. Hey, Grandma Shannon. Emily, yes, he's toxic as fuck, but also very powerful. Yeah, fucking toxic motherfuckers somehow. That's why I left the corporate world. I'm like, F this. I want to make money. I want to help people. I want to positively impact them. And I want to do spiritual stuff. Chop, chop, universe. What am I doing? And then like 2 months later, I started doing this. And then 3 months later, I was making more money than I made in my day job. I was like, well, shit, that was easier than I thought. Okay, so now let me channel what they have to say for you. Oh, Emily, let it go, let it go, let it go. The lesson with him is what we said to someone earlier. You defining what success is, you defining what good and bad is. There are people who come and comment on Kelly's channel. You're evil, you're the devil. I don't care what spirit has to say. I care about XYZ. Kelly's comments to them are always, oh my, I'm curious why you chose to spend your time watching the video then. Do you hear that? Oh, well, if you don't like this, then why are you watching it? ? She loves doing this. She loves that Her human side gets to come out and help. She loves that we come through and help. She's like, it's a 2-for-1 for people. Spirit comes through, they have a broader perspective. I sometimes get to share, like, hey, I know what that's like to go through on the human level, though. This is what I love doing. Who wants this information? I call to me those who want this information. I call to me those that I can help. Her marker of success is she liking it? Is she enjoying it? Is she liking the type of people she's helping? You have to learn to define your own sense of goodness, your own sense of did I do a good job or not? Kelly, one time in her first job that we shared about with you guys, that she traveled around for 2 years nomadically, she was working for someone else when she did that. And that's what made her realize, I really like the travel. I really like this lifestyle. I got to figure out how to do this working for myself. That's what kind of started this journey. It took 7 years from that point for this to start off. But it's because every time she got on her once a week call with her boss, it was, so which client did you fuck up this week? Oh, so Kelly, you're just doing a really bad job. We just got to start the conversation with that because you're not doing a good job. Kelly would sit there, and what she did, she would minimize her image and make her image the bigger one. And she would go, well, she's not saying nice things. And wow, I didn't realize I had such a negative image of myself. I'm seeing everything I don't like about my face right now. Well, she's being horrible enough. What do you like about your face, Kelly? So while she was just babbling on about what a horrible job Kelly was doing, Kelly was, you know what? Maybe my eyes aren't as bad as I thought they were. Maybe my eyes are actually kind of pretty. Maybe I'm this. And then when the boss would say, so what do you have to say for yourself, Kelly? Kelly would then go snap out of her self-love practice she was doing. Oh, well, I guess I'm just a little confused where that's coming from, considering I have a 97% retention rate of clients over a year period. And every other HR manager in this company, they have a client retention rate of 47% for 3 months. So I'm a little confused how I'm doing a bad job, but hey, everyone can have their own opinion. Or other times, Kelly, you're doing a really bad job with this client. We had to go over there and save them and this and that. And I was like, really? That's interesting. I just got off the phone call with their CEO, and here's the email. Let me forward it to you that he just sent me about how good of a job I'm doing. So I'm a little confused where you're getting your information from. That company, the CEO of that HR director, wanted everyone in a place of fear of panic that they might lose their job. Gotta go, well, I don't understand where you're getting your information from. Well, I don't understand this. So what that HR director and CEO did, Kelly's too confident. They recoded their entire software so that Kelly could no longer email the CEOs. Hear this. They made their business more complicated because they didn't like them having direct access for feedback to the CEOs. So now if the CEO had a question, it got submitted on a platform that would then get submitted to Kelly. Kelly would have to answer through the platform. She never got the name of the person doing the request. She just had to submit the work and go back. So now there was this total, I never know how I'm doing. So Kelly would just sit there and go, so you're telling me within 1 month, I went from a 97% retention rate of all of my clients liking me to now all of a sudden they all want to quit and you're going to do everything you have to do to save them? That's what you're telling me? And they're saying be that level of confident. Yeah, okay, Emily, what do you have to say to that? If you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life. Yeah, for sure. Hey, Andrea. Is that my old neighbor, Andrea? I can't see a picture well enough. I hope I can get my angels to come help, guide, and support me. IR, what are you? I forgot what you were doing, IR. Hey, Leo son. IR, watch those videos. They're definitely going to help you. Emily, though, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? And guys, if there's any other person who wants a read, I'll stick on for like one more. Just send $20 to the PayPal. For everyone who's just coming on, I always do the first hour free. And then I open up to paid reads. Because I know there's some people who are just, no, I 100% want my question answered. But then there's some people who don't necessarily have the money. So I like doing both. I love helping everyone at every income level. Yeah, Emily. Ivana, just send $20 to paypal.me/Kelly Lunt. Emily. Yeah, Emily. And it does kind of like, and I literally had to sit there and I made like a little, in the circle, I would do relationship. What does a good relationship look to me? And I do a line, I'm like, good communication. Another line, what does good communication mean? We both feel heard. What does a good job at work mean? It means I feel good about the work I did. It means I have a good relationship with my clients. And for me, because that was part of my how I valued indicating if I did a good job or not, because I obviously had to self-soothe, self-validate. Like work wasn't doing that. Work was trying to make it harder. You heard what Spirit shared about my work there. And once I realized I don't get good communication with my clients because now there's this like that security wall where I can't even email my client. I went, well, this isn't the workplace for me. This isn't the workplace for me. And I moved on. And George is asking, do you hear that? Do you see that? I built this. I certainly learned a lot. It morphed into something that isn't the place for him anymore. He's saying you could still be an appreciation for everything you built, all the lives that will be positively impacted by what you built. But you're a creator, not an employee. You like the earlier stages of something. Yeah, it is kind of time for you to move. It's not like quit and go do something else. I am getting that it is kind of time for you to move on though, because that place is definitely going to morph to something that you really don't like being at. Emily, it's going to get even worse. I watched your Aries video. Ouch, but true. Oh, I remember Aries video. Damn, I thought that was I was like, damn. Letting of a Pisces who swam around my head for too long. Thought he was someone special, but apparently not for me. Still sorry, Andrea. Andrea, I should make a video series about like what to do when you're the Aries, when you're the one that, oh shit, I was the one in the wrong. I should make a video for that. That's exactly how I felt. I was super surprised when we said that. Everyone else has nothing but positive things to say. I was like, wow, maybe I'm over this. So it's not his comment that made you over it. It became a workplace that you no longer like. And guys, my battery's at 16%, so I could probably do 1 or 2 more at most before my battery dies. It's Yeah, I don't like what he said. Yeah, he's kind of a meanie, isn't he? This just isn't the type of workplace that I like anymore. This or something better, that Bobbie always says. So definitely start rebuilding your resume, start looking for the next grant. Because I remember you working with grants for a while. Get ready for your next grant, start looking for your next job, and just like, because George is saying it's not going to be immediately over. There's going to be, you have some time, but might as well use this time to, well, let me put my resume out there, see what calls I am getting. So you could take a little more relaxed pace out of it. If you wait 2 more months, then it's going to be a crunch of, oh my God, I need to get the F out of here. Take the time now to build your resume, interview, see what you like, see what type of job you do like. Because I am seeing like it's going to be peaceful and smooth ahead for you. But take the time so you could do it on your terms instead of just like all of a sudden having to get out of there, you know? All right. Does anyone have a question? Go ahead and send the $20 there. If not, we will end it now. Hey, Shanara. Hey, MHS Sugar. Good luck, Emily. I remember chatting for you when you're first building that up. Oh, guys, I should let you guys know who's here. It's definitely my high vibe club. But guys, I actually have artwork up now. My first bit of art is called Expanding Your Heart. I left the art at my mom's house. But I energetically channeled with the spirit guides to make this art. It's beautiful for people who are literally expanding your heart chakra. Oh, you know what? It looks like my assistant did not fix it. The art will work though, but the other stuff I still got to fix with her. Go to the online store section. You could see art that I drawn by yours truly. You can get a canvas, an 8x10 and a 16x20 to hang on your wall. And it's also being printed on iPhone and Samsung cases right now. And it's for anyone who you're really looking to expand your heart. You're looking to start seeing, be the optimist, start seeing the positive things of life. You're looking to you're looking to enjoy life more. The whole art on there, there's like a leaf that's kind of showing the end of a cycle, then an egg, then a big old heart, the egg, then there's like a half a butterfly that's somewhat hidden behind the heart, and then there's a big flower in the upper right corner. So the full cycle of life, rebirthing, butterfly, transformation. So you're looking to transform to enjoy life more, the big heart in the center. So that art is up there. I just got it launched. I'm so excited about it. I'm so pleased with it. Mom loved it as her Mother's Day gift. I'll get a picture of it for you guys on the community tab. But if you guys are looking to have a piece of art in your home that's helping your heart expand, that's the art for you. How do I find out how to see where I need to be per the reading I received? Gwen, you're gonna have to remind me what your read was. I'm not. Oh, Bobbie read for you, right? Remind me of a little bit of your read. Oh, I'm down to 13%. Ooh, the battery's going fast. Gwen, remind me a little. What? Refresh me a little bit, Gwen. And if anyone else wants their question asked, I got time for one more before my battery dies. And Gwen, definitely refresh me. Hey, Samantha, if you're still on, I did not lock the door on that dog. It is a gigantic room. And I left the door open so we could see outside. Gwen, they're saying right where you are, Gwen. It's about you returning to you and being comfortable in your body, being comfortable with your mind, being comfortable with your decisions. But catch me up on, it was a general read. She said I'm walking around with my eyes closed trying to figure out. Oh, Gwen, disconnect, disassociation. So that's when people tend to feel numb, or you tend to, life just passes you by, or when you walk around for like a mile, you come back home and go, I don't remember my walk at all. It's not that you need to be anywhere. It's that you literally, I gave you the affirmation homework of wake up, wake up, wake up. Gwen, read them. Let me see what Spirit has to say about that. Gwen, it's about returning home, returning within, feeling safe in your body. Homework we would actually give you would be go on YouTube, type in root chakra chant to just start building that safe groundedness on this earth. Then heart chakra chant. The root is Lam, the heart is Yam, Y-A-M, and then the throat chakra chant. Rebuild your sense of safety. Rebuild your sense of love so that you can express love. And then the throat chakra so that you can express it. Kelly, she wasn't the one that you said wake up, wake up, wake up for. But very similar advice would still apply, Gwen. It's learning how to be grounded here on this earth and feeling safe. And he's asking, do you understand a little bit more when it's worded that way? Ooh, I'm at 11%. Damn, that battery's dying fast. All right, no more PayPal questions. We're gonna wrap up with this one. I won't be able to answer them. So no PayPals, don't send them. Oh, my art is so beautiful. I'm so proud and happy of it. Any other last little comments, Gwen? Oh, thank you, Grandma Shannon. Hope you have a good day too. Irene, I'm kind of wrapping it up right now. I certainly hope you get resolution though. Yeah, Gwen, they just keep, every time I tap into them, grounding, 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 to feel safe to feel safe here on this planet and to begin to allow yourself to feel love. There is a bit of walking around numb. Where you need to be is in your body, being able to identify how you feel, being able to express it. That's your next step. Oh, they're saying if you want another video, they want me to link for it to you. It's my spirit guide, Damien. This video is going to help you. Yeah, my battery. Damn, my battery's dying fast. Check out that one, Gwen. That will help. Will you and Tyler broadcast your line? We might. I don't know. He kind of took off traveling. I kind of took off traveling a different way. We might though. We haven't talked about it recently. Can doing a lot of meditations make you extremely exhausted? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But if you're getting exhausted, if you're getting a little disconnected, that means stop. You're meditating too much. You're meditating too much, CF. That's all. All right, good. Damn, my battery just keeps dropping. All right, I love you all. I love you all. Mwah. Thanks for joining me this beautiful Saturday morning to get some questions answered, to grow. I'm proud of everyone who's growing and going through a lot of this. Hey, Eden, what's up? Eden. You're looking at those apartments, girly girl? Did you at least make one appointment? One appointment? Don't forget, Eden. Kongi, thank you for that support and love. High five. But I love you all. Eden, I'll stick around for your last comment. I'm like wrapping it up right now. Gwen, you've got it. So when you watch that video, Gwen, do that 3 breath exercise that it talks about. One, you're going to see how fucking shitty my life used to be. Two, do the 3 breath exercise where when you first wake up in the morning, take 3 breaths, breathe in, breathe out, and then ask yourself, how do I feel? Just keep doing it until you start getting 3 words. I have another Monday and Tuesday. Can't wait. Oh my God, Eden, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. Mwah! I'm so proud of you. All right, Eden, I'll talk to you Tuesday. Don't forget, guys, if you want to join my High Vibe Club, go to kellylunt.com/high vibe. I've got that club going on. Our first workshop is next Saturday. And don't forget, everyone who joins before the end of the month, I'm going to give you the first 2 months for $1 just because I haven't gotten all the content I want in there yet. Enter early bird for that discount, but first workshop is next Saturday. And if you want some art, I linked to my art earlier. And love you guys. I'll see you around. Talk to you later. Bye.